Hi guys, it's your faculty Ranganathan SVN Kondula. In today's session, I'm going to introduce some of the female revolutionaries over the next few weeks. We're going to discuss about some of the women who have contributed substantially big numbers for India's national struggle. Indian national struggle all the way from 1857 till 1947 has had continuously very strong play by women. Often the contribution of these women is forgotten and they have been comfortably ignored. This series of videos are basically meant to recognize these women and identify their contribution for India's national struggle. Come, let's begin. In today's session, I'm going to talk to you about Durgavati Devi, wife of Bhagwati Charan Bohra, commonly called Durga Bhabhi. Durgavati Devi was an Indian revolutionary associated with Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. There are very few women revolutionaries who have actually played a big role in India's freedom struggle and revolutionary struggle, particularly who have dared everything, sacrificed everything, their personal life, private life, everything for the sake of India's national struggle. And among them, number one stands Durga Bhabhi. She is best known for having helped Bhagat Singh escape on his journey after the bombing in Lahore, and after Bhagat Singh actually tried to escape from Lahore after killing Saunders in the famous Saunders murder case. Durgavati Devi or Durga Bhabhi was actually wife of Bhagwati Charan Bohra, one of the founding members, one of the most prominent members of Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. Since she was an active member in the HSRA, she was simply or commonly known as Bhabhi, Durga Bhabhi. She was born into a Gujarati Brahmin family in Allahabad, and she was married to Bhagwati Charan Bohra when she was just 11. Durga Bhabhi was also very close to Sushila Bohra, Bhagwati Charan Bohra's sister. Durgavati Devi was a very active member of the Naujawan Bharat Sabha. Devi also came into prominence when she decided to observe the 11th anniversary of Kartar Singh Sarabha, a revolutionary from Punjab, on the 16th of November 1926 in Lahore, when she tried to celebrate the death anniversary of Kartar Singh Sarabha. In fact, she was also instrumental in running the funeral procession of Jatin Das. Jatindranath Das was one of the most important revolutionaries again of HSRA who died during the Lahore conspiracy trials after a 63-day jail hunger strike. All along the way, Durga Bhabhi was joined by thousands and thousands of people. The funeral went from Lahore to Calcutta. In fact, after Bhagat Singh surrendered in 1929, during the assembly bombing case, Durga Bhabhi attempted to assassinate Lord Haley, one of the British officials in Delhi. Although Haley escaped, many of his associates died. She was herself caught by the police and imprisoned for a period of 3 years. She also sold all her ornaments to the value of up to 3,000 rupees to rescue Bhagat Singh and his comrades from jail during the assembly bomb trials. Durgavati Devi, along with her husband Bhagwati Charan Bohra, actually helped Vimal Prasad Jain, a very important HSRA member, running a bomb factory in Delhi on the Qutub Road. It was called the Himalayan Toilets. In fact, this factory was a front, a show off, since the factory mainly handled picric acid, nitroglycerine, fulminate of mercury. These are very basic things which are needed for creating bombs in India. By late 1928, Bohra and Durgavati had joined HSRA, and Bohra had become a very important ideologue, a very important contributing member of HSRA. In fact, he worked as a propaganda secretary for Hindustan Socialist Republican Army, and eventually also wrote the philosophy of bomb as a response to Gandhi's 1929 book, The Cult of the Bomb. Gandhi was against the revolutionary movement and the idea of using bomb for national struggle, where Durga Bhabhi and Bhagwati Charan Bohra were in complete support of bomb and the philosophy of bomb being most important to do revolutionary national struggle in India. Durga Devi gave birth to a son, Sachidanand Vora, in 1925, and she remained very committed to the revolutionary struggle even after she became a mother. She continued to work in the girls' college in Lahore until she was forced to go underground in 1929. 2 days after killing of Saunders, on the 19th of December 1928, Sukhdev Thapa, a friend of Bhagat Singh, actually contacted Durgavati Devi for help, which she outright agreed to help. Durga Bhabhi posed as the wife of Bhagat Singh, put her son Sachidanand in her lap, and while Shivram Rajguru actually comes out as a servant. In fact, it was during this escape that Bhagat Singh gave up his turban and counted those big mustaches. Bhagat Singh shaved his beard and cropped his hair and completely dressed as a westerner. Sukhdev presented Singh as a new acquaintance, a new friend, when they visited her residence in December 1928. In fact, Durga Bhabhi herself was not able to recognize the change Bhagat Singh had gone through. Sukhdev informed Devi that if Devi did not identify Singh, nobody could have identified, because Durga Bhabhi knew Bhagat Singh for a long period. After attending some sessions of the Calcutta Congress session, Durga Devi returned to Lahore with her son in about 1929. Vora himself learnt the art of bomb making from many revolutionaries in Calcutta during the Calcutta Congress sessions. And by April 1929, Durga Devi was summoned by her husband to Delhi, mainly to bid farewell to Bhagat Singh. Durgavati Devi arrived in Delhi to meet her husband, Azad Bhagat Singh, at Kudzia Park. They actually did a little sort of picnic. It was almost like the last farewell ceremonial picnic which they did for Bhagat Singh, feeding Bhagat Singh his favorite food, sea sweets and oranges. In fact, nothing was spoken on that day about the assembly bombing plan. And Sushila Bohra, Durgavati's sister-in-law, or Bhagwati Charan's sister, made an incision on her thumb and gave Bhagat Singh a protective tika on his head. When Bhagat Singh left the picnic, he went directly to the assembly from Kudzia Park along with Batukeshwar Dutt. He set in motion the events that eventually led to his execution. Chandrasekhar Azad himself slipped away. The rest of the party members, Bhagwati Charan Vora, Durga Devi and Sushila, eventually actually hired a Tiranga, began to encircle the assembly. This is not people know this. They hired a Tonga and did a circling of the assembly during when that Batukeshwar Dutt and Bhagat Singh were putting bombs. As the police were planning to arrest Bhagat Singh, Durgavati's son Sachi eventually recognized Bhagat Singh and even called him Lamba Chacha, the tall uncle. And Bhagat Singh, he could not stop himself, looked up, but the police were in a great hurry and so missed an opportunity to arrest other accomplices of Bhagat Singh. In fact, they had to get Bhagat Singh away, not Durga Bhabhi and Bhagwati Charan. In the following months, police cracked down very hardly on HSRA members. Investigators discovered HSRA's bomb factories in Kashmir House, rented out in Bhagwati Charan's name. Even arrested Jai Gopal and Kishori Lal, two other members of HSRA in Delhi. Bhagwati Charan himself was not at the arrest site at Kashmir House, but yes, he was arrested and he was put in jail. Bhabhi herself was forced to engage a lawyer in an attempt to forestall the police attempts to seize the family home on the basis that her husband was an absconder in the Lahore conspiracy case. In fact, a friend, Comrade Ramchandra, even noted that Durgavati Devi or Durga Bhabhi actually worked as a post box for all the revolutionaries, because since most of the revolutionaries went underground, they will contact Durga Bhabhi and Durga Bhabhi would then spread their messages to their respective family members. That was a very important contribution Durga Bhabhi did. She did not stop even after Bhagat Singh's arrest. In early 1930, J.N. Saini, the editor of Hindustan Times, actually saw her in a secret meeting where in Delhi, where she was engaged in smuggling pistols from Northwest Frontier Province, which she kept concealed in her clothing. In 1929, Bhagwati Charan plotted and carried out an attempt on the Viceroy's train along with another revolutionary, Yashpal. He also became involved in a plot with Chandrasekhar Azad, Yashpal, Vaishampayan, Sukhdev Raj, Shushila Vohra, Durga Devi, mainly to free Bhagat Singh from the prison by raiding a police van carrying Bhagat Singh from Borstal jail to Central Jail of Lahore. Unfortunately, on the 28th of May 1930, Bhagwati Charan died. He was actually testing a bomb near the woodland, in the woods near Ravi River, and it exploded prematurely. But since his body was later discovered by the police in a shallow grave nearby, following Bhagwati Charan's death, Durgavati Devi stayed with a revolutionary family, Keval Kishan engineer, before moving with her sister Sushila Vohra to the home of Rana Jang Bahadur, a journalist with the Tribune newspaper of Lahore. Eventually, Durgavati Devi left Lahore as well. She disguised herself in a burqa and left Lahore as well. She went to stay with Sridevi Musaddi, another politician, and her husband. Remained there in Lahore at the same time as Azad. Not much is known about Durgavati Devi's activities after this. I mean, she was constantly on the move, that we definitely know, staying from one place to other place and staying one step ahead of police. In 1929, she was seen back in Lahore holding a placard for Bhagat Singh's photograph and leading the procession of Bhagat Singh Bhatukeshwar Dutt Day. And weeks later, she was named as the member of the ladies' procession during the mourning of Jatindranath Das, Jatinda. Unlike most of the freedom fighters, Durgavati Devi eventually gave up her revolutionary political life and she started living as a common citizen after independence. She lived most of her life in anonymity and exclusion in Ghaziabad. She later opened a school for the poor children in Lucknow, and on the 15th of October 1999, this great revolutionary Durga Bhabhi died at the age of 92. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav mein, this woman needs to be celebrated the most. That's it in this video today, guys. Let us see in another session, another revolutionary, another woman who contributed substantially to India's national struggle. Do follow me on Telegram. You can go to Telegram and just check plus students, PLUS students. Don't leave any space. Just search plus students. You see my Telegram group. All my videos, all my material, all my content will be available on this Telegram channel. Thank you. You have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video. Meanwhile, subscribe and follow the channel.